Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. We are now on excerpt number 61, where we shall be discussing chapter number 54 of the book Kamaluddin with Tamamun Ni'mah, which you can see right in front of me, whose author is the most famous Sheikh Saduq alayhi rahmah. There is a question which we have some time or the other, all of us have got this question in our mind, to which the answer has not been very clear. The author has attempted to answer the question in this particular chapter, and the question is that did it ever come across our minds as to why Imam Ali alayhi salam, being the most powerful person of his time, he did not destroy his enemies? Interesting question, and as I move along, I would also like to get to know the answer with you, and I hope everybody watching and listening learns this answer and passes it on to the next generation. Let us see what the author has to speak about this. In this chapter, he has elaborated further on the discussion on the longevity of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam by bringing further examples from history about people who had long lives. The author narrates about a person, Abdullah bin Qalaba, during the reign of Muawiyah, who was the son of Abu Sufyan. Abdullah came across a city, and while searching for his lost camel, he says that the city had pillars of emerald and ruby. When this piece of information, when this news reached Muawiyah, he inquired about it and got to know that this was the same city that Shaddad had built based on the descriptions of paradise. Now this city took 300 years to build, and Shaddad himself lived for 900 years. Thereafter, the author, Sheikh Saduq alayhi rahmah, enlists various peoples who had a long life. We have categorized this list based on the range of age as follows. So between 100 to 200 years, as mentioned in the traditions, there were 18 people. Between 200 to 300 years, there were 12 people. Between 300 to 600 years, there were 6. Between 700 to 1,000 years, there were 2 people. And a person who lived for more than 1,000 years, there was 1 person. Now this exhaustive list of around 40, the author comments that if it was possible for people to have long life in the previous nations, then why do people not accept the long life of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam? He also states that the above narrations of people with long life do not form the basis for us Shias actually to accept the long life of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, because we already have authentic traditions from the holy Aimma alayhimus salam regarding the long life of our awaited Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. The author also brings a tradition which mentions the reason for Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam not destroying his enemies completely. That's the question we had asked at the beginning of this episode. Why did he not destroy his enemies completely? And one of the causes was for the prolonged occultation. This has been paraphrased in this summary for the sake of brevity. So a person asked Imam Jafar as-Sadiq alayhi salam as to why Imam Ali alayhi salam, in spite of being powerful, did not overpower, destroy or subdue his enemies. To that the Imam alayhi salam replied that the believers were placed in the loins of the infidels and disbelievers. Imam Ali alayhi salam could not kill them till their birth took place. Now it is for the same reason that the reappearance of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam will not take place till the birth of all believers take place from the loins of infidels and disbelievers. Once this happens, Imam Mahdi alayhi salam will subdue them and eliminate his enemies. This chapter completes the discussion on the longevity of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. Inshallah, we will be covering the reward of awaiting for Imam Mahdi alayhi salam's reappearance in the next summary. We pray to Allah the Almighty to hasten the reappearance of our beloved Imam, as we hope to lead a long and healthy life enough to witness his reappearance, where he fills the world with justice, equity and happiness. Khuda Hafiz. Thank you.